here, and I'm here in my sofa finally. After last streams I was in a very uncomfortable chair that I used to drive my wheel on. But today I've not put my wheel, we're here. D2. Today's the day. Today is last race of the season. A season that has been made a lot longer than it should, maybe, for a bunch of people, because we've got a lot of people that have left. But my guys, this is a grand finale if I've ever seen one. We got three drivers, Nils, Watsa and Yoto, that are going to battle it all out for the championship in D2. They all got opportunities, they all got their chances, they all got their own chances, but in this case it's Watsa who's ahead with 14 points of advantage, then Yoto, and then we got Nils, I think 14 points behind, or 15, I'm gonna check it later. Now I'm playing Clash Royale because, yeah, playing some games before the start of the race to get yourself calmed down, to get yourself prepared. You know, that's the deal with everything. So yeah, we're here today. D2 finale. This is a very big race that we're gonna have today. In this beautiful track of Melbourne, Australia, however you want to call it, is amazing track. We did pre-season here, and it was kind of a disaster indeed too, if I must say something myself. It was very disastrous because we got that big accident. We had that big one where like every driver was involved in it, and I think everyone that was involved in that accident is racing today, even though some people have left the division and all that. We got, I think, everyone today in this race, so yeah, hope we got everyone that was involved, or every driver that's in here was involved in there at least. So I at least hope that that today they can keep it clean, they can have no incidents whatsoever, which would be awesomely amazing. If you ask me, it would be awesomely good for everyone in this race. We want to keep it clean, we want to keep it very straight up and simple. We want the championship to be decided on the last second, of course. That would be the best thing, that would be ideal. Completely ideal it would be to have the championship decided on the last few laps of the race, of the last race of the season, last few laps of the race. And yeah, it's going to be decided by that. Whoever wins between Yoto and Godwaza gets the championship, because the difference is of 4 points. I'm going to check it again now that I've finished with the Clash Royale games. I'm gonna check it now. So today I'm alone, as you can see. Taylor's not with me. So yeah, last race of the season, I'm commentating alone. Gonna check the differences. The differences were laughable. So we're gonna go here into F1D2. F1D2. There we are. So the standings looking like this. Godwaza is in first place with 137 points, with Yoto just behind him with 133, 4 points behind, and Nils is 14 points behind with 123. Even Random Series has chances of winning the title, but his chances are really slim. He is actually 23 points behind. He would need to win, and Waza, Yoto and Nils to score very little points. Like, if Random Series wins this race, he's been doing a very good job lately. If he wins this race, he is going to be in a good position if some of these guys don't get points or get very low ones. We've seen Standard go out. Stig, as we can know, he won the D3 championship this season. We see Random Series also coming out, Jedi also coming out. So these are the three first drivers that come out. Standard, of course, Stig is covering for all the people here that are not today in the race. There is 13 guys, so the task for Random Series gets harder. As Sha leaves the session, he might have problems with his internet. He usually does. Yeah, camera is gonna get really glitched, I think, in this. But I'm gonna say that today we have this big battle. Random Series' task is very hard because he needs Watsa to get less than 2 points. Less than 2 points. If Watsa gets 2 points, I think in a tie he wins. So yeah, he needs a lot of them to not have points, but there's a chance. 4 drivers are battling. I said 3 at the beginning, but it is 4 people battling it all out for the title today, for the title decider here in Australia. Nils said that Australia is a track that he loves. He won here, of course, in preseason in D3. He was going to win in the second race in D3, but he wasn't able because he had a spin. We hope that he doesn't have a spin, because then in his debut race in D2 he had an amazing one. So we're gonna check Stig here, who's the first one that's going to try and set a lap. Stig, we know, a very fast guy. So we will see him here on the Haas. He's not got a teammate today. We're gonna check. Shaz come back to the grid. We see Stick taking this first corner. A little bit of a lockup here, but he is coming into the long second straight, first straight of the lap, coming into this close third corner. It's really hard to, yeah, that thing can happen to you if you go and turn too early. That's a late apex if I've ever seen one. You need to get a late apex there. If you go in too late, you might eat the outside of the track. Ooh, Stick here getting this corner a little bit wrong. I'm gonna check what happens. Can you commentate? Spanish soccer commentator with you. I doubt it. Oh, Stick with a snap of oversteer here. It's not his best lap. We can see that behind him there we got Jedi, who's also on a fast lap, and he might be getting distracted by him. He got purple sector 2, and Stick goes off the track to let him by. So Stick went off just to let people by. He was having a very, very bad lap for his standards, so he's letting people by. We will see who gets pole position. I think Nils was very close to getting pole. I think Yoto got it in the first one. We will see in the preseason race. We will see. Jedi, he doesn't get a lap. Random Series starting one. We see, I think, Sticks finishing his lap. He's gonna finish and restart it. Yep, he finishes and restarts it. First time of the session is going to be this 132 for Stick, but it's not going to be, of course, the best time. So we see Bondo here, who's also on a lap on the mediums. He sets a 125.9, which is a decent time on the mediums. We see Robots also on a lap. Nils is also on a lap. We're going to stand with him. Yoto usually gets a 21.0 on the softs. That's really, really good. We're going to check what Robot gets at the end of the lap. Going to be looking at our fellow Britman, our fellow commentator, that next season, I don't know if he's going to be able to commentate many races, but we're going to see what his time is, and it is a very close 22.7, which is enough to be second at the moment. We're going to check on Nils. Nils is going right now into the fast chicane. This is a very tricky chicane. This is a very tricky part of the track. If you can get it right, Nils just cuts perfectly there. Very good cutting there. Just enough so the game doesn't invalidate your lap. Super Bounty gets a 22.8, putting himself third. That's good from Super Bounty, getting a good time set just at the beginning. So we're gonna check Nils here. That's gonna finish his lap. Random Series gets a 20.3. Random Series has that tendency. He just has that tendency to start qualifying with an amazing lap and keep it that way. He's usually not very good at improving, as Nils gets a 20.7. Very, very good lap. Random Series is doing whatever he can to get the championship, to be able to try and get the championship. So this is going to be a really tough one for everyone here. Yoto, Yusu, Nils and Random Series already on the front of the grid. We're going to see Shaz just started the lap, so we're going to check on him right here. He goes to the first corner, second, and already invalidates. That's really unlucky to invalidate on the first 2 corners. At least he gets to save fuel and save his ERS. We're going to check on Jedi. Maybe no, God Wasa is in front of him. So we're going to check on Jedi. No, on Wasa, sorry. Wasa, of course, he's the leader of the championship. He just needs to keep that distance to Yoto Yusu. If he gets in front of Yoto, I think it's a wrap for him. Unless the difference with Nils is very high. Nils needs to get a top 3 finish. At least, and even with third, Godwasa should end 10th at most for Nils. So I don't know what to say, or even on tie Nils might be able to win. So I don't know right now. We're gonna check Guazza here. Guazza is just going around the first sector here, very fast one, very well, long straight. It's not long, it's actually shorter. It's actually really short, but it looks longer than it is, I think. So that's a good first sector by Godwasa. Let's see what color he paints the track on, and he paints it purple. He paints it purple. Ooh, he goes a little bit wide, not invalidating, but he sure lost some time there. Yeah, he knows that, and he aborts his lap. He aborts his lap at the moment. Right now behind him there's a car on a lap. I think that is Williams from Williams. So Williams is on an out lap. Okay, we're gonna check Shah is not done a lap. He invalidated, of course, and he started a new one, so we're gonna be with him. We're gonna be seeing the Mercedes seat. Right now Shah is getting his first lap of the session, breaking a little bit kind of too early there, but going very well all around this corner. We're going to check this corner. It's not going to be in F1 next season. This corner is going to disappear. It's going to be another decently fast right-hander before this one. That's going to make this zone even longer. So we're going to check Shah how he can do it. That's a purple second sector. Be careful with Shah. Now he cuts the corner perfectly. Perfect line there. And very good, very fast on the exit. There's going to be a good braking point here. Yeah, he gets it. Very good braking point. Very good turning here. You just have to lift a little bit. Not even pressing the brakes. He presses it just a little bit, tiny bit. Gets very well around these last few corners. Very good last corner. He's gonna get a good time, I think. Not pole, but definitely a competitive time of 21.7. That's enough to be fourth, just in front of his teammate by 86 thousandths. Very good in Bondabine. He kept his time. He's going out on the softs here. But once I said a 31.9, of course, he didn't set a lap. So right now we're gonna be here with him. He doesn't have much fuel. He's got enough fuel to get one lap done. So he hasn't aborted this one. Let's see how he does. He's going really fast around this part of the track. We'll see. Jedi, both McLarens are struggling to get laps done at the moment. So Godwasa going really well around this last sector. Another tap on the brakes, just cutting around the grass a little bit. Very good late braking here and going into the last corner just with a little bit of a lift. He gets it done. Is he gonna get a good time? Is he gonna get a good one? And he gets a 21.2, which is enough to be fourth, just behind Giotto, Yusso and Nils. Top 4 drivers in the championship, or top 4 in the qualification. There we see how good these guys are. And now Giotto Yusso, he invalidated his lap, and we see Random Series has just started another one. We will see if he's able to improve. He paints the first sector in purple, 300ths in front of himself right now at the moment, which is a very good and competitive thing to do. Very good thing to happen for him right now. He's getting that advantage. Embiggened. He's making that advantage bigger at the moment. He's just going through the fast chicane. And okay, he doesn't lose control of the car. We're gonna check his sector 2 time right now, though. We're gonna see how good it is or how bad it is. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, I didn't check the sector 2 time. Crap. Oh, and we got a McLaren having an issue. Oh, Godwasa invalidated him. He's just braking here. He's on the outside line. That's a little bit messy for Super Bunny to dodge him. And he is improving. Yes, he does. Random Series improves by 141 thousand, sorry. And he is still on pole. Nils is improving, but only by 18 thousandths, which is not going to be enough to jump Random Series on pole. Random Series has that wrapped up. But Nils has the purple second. Ooh, okay, Nils nearly lost the car. That's really scary to happen to anybody. That's really a scary thing to happen. Because if that happens to you, you're surely going to the wall. But we see Nils here cutting the last corner very well. Very well here now. Nils getting a good exit. Yes, he does. Great exit and very fast. Is he gonna get enough? No, it's a 20.3, which is enough to be second still. He improves, setting a purple third sector. That is not enough to be first, and Yoto is improving by 3/10 also. Yoto is improving by a lot. He doesn't have much ERS left. But he comes here around the last corner, DRS wide open, and he's going to get a decent time, I think, and that's a 20.6, just behind Nils by 3/10. Oh my god, these three guys are gonna kill me with their pace. They're going really fast, and those are amazing times. Oh, Robot. Oh no, Robot fell for the trap. Robot fell for the trap. He thought he was good at there. He thought he was all good. He leaves Willen some space to pass him. Oh, he touched that curb. That's not a curb that you can touch. Oh. Oof. I'm hurting right now. I was getting some water because my head is hurting. So we check. Nothing big has happened, I think. Nershik set his time. Jedi's improved to a 22.8. Not the best. Oh, Williams is perpendicular to the wall. That's not the best thing ever to happen to him. He turns the car around. He's on the mediums. Gonna check diesel best lap. Nobody, well, only Jedi and Bondo have set their fastest lap on the mediums now. Okay, cool. Two people have done that already, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, everybody's going to set their lap on the softs. So now Sha, I think, is on the lap. Yeah, he's 2/10 improving. He's improving by 2/10. He would put himself nowhere. He would be very close to bounty. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. He's going to assault that P5 right now, Sha, the Lebanese driver. So Sha turning here. Oh yeah, he's definitely improving enough, and he's improving enough to catch Godwasa here in 4th place. So that's going to be a very competitive lap, going around these last few corners, last 2 corners of the lap left, really tight in here. And again, the semi-hairpin penultimate corner, and the last corner just lifting a little bit in mid-throttle here, going full throttle now for the straight, and that is going to be a 21.2, which is enough to be 4th, just in front of Godwasa by nearly 700. But now Godwasa is improving, and he sets a purple second. But I think that's a glitch of the game. We're going to check. He's 1/10 improving on his time, so he's going to overtake Sha. Ooh, that's a snap of oversteer for Godwasa. Is that going to be enough to lift his time, to pull his time down, or is it not going to be enough, and he's going to lift himself up to 4th again? Oh, there we see Stick leaving space, and Watson nearly touching the wall there, getting a little bit of a trip through the grass, and that's enough to overtake Sha again on the standings. That's 4th for Watson. Gonna check Jedi, his teammate. He spun it here in this corners, in this fast chicane. We know that the fast chicane is actually really common crashing and DNFing spot in qualifying, because everybody in qualifying tries to go there as fast as possible, also in the race, you know, but in qualifying it's more obvious. And in qualifying, the issue is that yeah, you got the ERS on full, you got the rich fuel mix, you got everything set to be as fast as you can, and if you exit really badly there and you touch the curb, You go out spinning like Robot did, and usually that doesn't end up like it ended for Robot. That ends up in a freaking DNF. Now Nurshik is going off track to let everyone by. Super Bounty and Robot are both on outlaps here. Everybody's on outlap. Yoto is on outlap. Nils is on outlap. Random Series is on outlap. Now we're gonna check Yoto, the other Renault here, the third qualified driver at the moment. He's gonna be trying to get a good lap here. The last attempt for him, maybe. He has for 2 attempts, he has enough time for 2 attempts, but I think this is going to be his last because of the battery usage. So we're going to check how he does. And then he goes here around the 3rd corner of the track, going around the 4th corner in the parking lot here at Albert Park. We're going to check how he goes just into 2nd sector. Oh, he invalidates! Okay, he has time, he still has time, he's 4 tenths down. He still has time to set a lap. Which is not concerning for him. Like, I wouldn't be concerned if I was him. I have enough time to set another lap. Godwasa doesn't, so he is going to sit happily in that P4. Now that Shaz retired on the pits, so yeah, we will see. Random Series here, starting his lap. There we go with the pole sitter at the moment. He's battling for the championship. This is the man that has it the hardest for him to win the championship. Now going around 3rd corner here, going into the parking lot of turn 4, going really well, really fast, really good lines here. He's the pole man sitter at the moment for a reason. Nils is just behind him, setting a lap 2. So we're going to see, we see the differences between the cars. You see the Williams is wider, it's very, very big in terms of size on the where the wheels are placed and all that compared to the Renault. But we see Random Series, is he improving? Sorry, here in my house people think that every time the phone rings I have to pick it up, even though we're 4 people in this house. There we see Random Series going around the last few corners. I don't know if he's improving because I was too busy shouting here around. Oh, that's made him lost time for sure. Nils is just behind him. Is Nils improving? Oh no, he gets a spin and he clashes against the wall. That's very unlucky here by Nils, who doesn't improve here. Yoto Yuzu is the only guy that can get the pole out of Random Series right now. His teammate, he can get rid of his teammate's pole position. Nurshik improves up to P9, not to P8. Overtaking Robot here. Will Lance came in 5th, came in hot, getting rid of Sha in that 5th place, sending him to 6th. There we see Yoto finishing lap. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so, but it is very close to Nils. He's just 2 tenths over his time, 3 tenths off of Random Series. Another pole position for Random Series for the Swiss driver. Another great qualifying. We see Random Series sits on pole with a 20.1. The difference between the top 3 is less than 3 tenths. Yoto Yusu is just 2.8 tenths behind Random Series, with Nils being nearly 2 tenths behind the Swiss driver. We see that Golwasa is 8 tenths behind, with Willens just behind him, 8.9 tenths behind. Sha 1 second behind, with Bounty 7th. Congratulations to Bounty, who is not 10th again. Then we see Nurshik on 8th place. Robot and Jedi round up the top 10, with Bondovin Standard outside of it, and Kitten Mittens, who couldn't qualify, he sits on 13. I think he had a quali ban, maybe, I don't know. Jedi is 10th, and he has the medium tires. Yes, as Show has pointed out. I think he has the mediums? No, maybe? Yeah, I think he has the mediums. He has a different strategy here, a different start. We'll see what happens. And I know something, these drivers, this is going to be like the Champions League, you know, the Champions League. They say that it is not about winning, it's about not losing. Here in this race, it is going to be not about winning, but about not DNFing. Here, if one of the top 4 Like, Random Series has it very hard, but he's also battling for the championship mathematically. If one of the top 4 drivers that are battling right now, one of the top 4 in this race, because Random, Nils, Giotto and Watts are starting 1, 2, 3 and 4th. If one of them goes off and DNFs, or gets slapped, or gets a broken front wing and cannot come back, that's going to be the end for them. So they're battling with the added pressure of, I need to go fast because I need to win and gain a lot of points so my opponents don't overtake me in the championship, but also they don't want to go too fast because then they would make more mistakes and maybe DNF or have a very big incident that would make the race really tough for them to win, or even impossible. If they DNF, if you DNF, you cannot win the race and you cannot get any points. So yeah, if one of them DNFs, I think we can count him out for the title. Unless his name is Godwaza and Giotto, Nils and Random have awful races. So I think we're starting with a formation lap right here. Everybody's starting with a formation lap. Very, very calmly here. We're gonna review the drivers that are going to be driving here. This is a very competitive grid. I can see a big battle coming into the midfield. We saw Willans was having an amazing race in Bahrain, and he's shown to have very, very good pace at the end of this season, so we might see him improve a ton today and maybe get in the way of some of the championship battlers right here. Of course, we don't have last race winner Postman Pickle, who's not here today because, I don't know, he cannot come here. But this is the predicted pit stop strategy. We see that the predicted pit stops is Hartz on lap 9 or 11, and that is 19 laps with the Hartz. That's going to be decently tough. And also starting on the mediums, we're going to check which tire they have on. We're going to check what tires they're on. Jedi is on the mediums, and the outside of the top 10 guys are starting on the Hards to do the opposite strategy, an overcutting strategy. Here they will do 19 or 20 laps with the Hards and the last 10 or 11 with the softs to check how it goes. The rest of the grid, they're going with the softs, and Jedi starts on the mediums. Jedi is on a very weird spot. I think the mediums can last all the way if you bring them over a few laps and then bring the softs over a few laps too. But I don't know what he's going to do. His strategy is more versatile, of course. If a safety car comes in, he can stay out. If an early safety car comes in, that will screw maybe the hard tire runners. If a mid safety car comes in because they're on a weird spot. And if like a safety car comes in lap 10, then it is good for the soft runners. If a safety car comes in lap 15, it's amazing for Jedi. I think Jedi is going to keep the tires until lap 15. But then again, I'm not amazing with strategy. I just make them up as I'm racing. So I don't know, but we're gonna put the details on. Yeah, telemetry and everything on. So this is the start of the race. So it's 4 lights, 5 lights out, and it's lights out, and away we go here in Melbourne. Last race of the season. This is the grand finale. We see Nils going a little bit wider with Giotto using Random Series already in front of him. And yeah, it's glitched again. The lobby is glitched again. Now Willens is 6. He went a little bit off, and Shah went completely off on the first corner. He has damage on the wing, and that's very bad. And now Super Bunny getting overtaken here by Willens. They go in side by side on these corners with Goldwater and Nils battling it out there for that 3rd place. On track now, Super Bunny stays in front in 4th place. Now everything is put in its place. Yes, in 5th place here with Bounty, Nils battling for 3rd. Both Renaults are ahead right now with this result. Oh, someone went off. Yeah, it's Nershek. He went a little bit off, I think, and his front wing is damaged because of it. We're gonna check right now how this is going for every driver. Now Random Series and Yoto Yusu are leading the race, both Renaults, with Nils and Godwasa just behind at the moment. Godwasa would be losing the championship to Yoto Yusu, who would be getting those very, very nice 18 points, and Godwasa will be getting 12, which is enough for Yoto Yusu to overtake him, which is 6 points more for Yoto, which would put him 2 points ahead. We're gonna be doing math a lot of times in here. Random Series here would be in a very good spot again. Now Random Series sets the fastest lap as he is the first driver to cross the line. Now Stick, however, lost the position to Kitten Mittens after making a mistake. Maybe Kitten Mittens has overtaken 3 people. Nershik and Shah have had accidents, and Bondovin has overtaken Jedi. Oh, he comes off on the first corner. I'm gonna check what happened to him. I think he slammed himself. Yeah, he slammed himself against the wall, and now he's losing spots to Kitten Mittens and maybe to Stick. Stick is going to capitalize on that mistake from Mondovin and going to get a very, very good placement. We're going to see Nershik pitting for mediums. I think that's a decent strategy, but he could pit for hards and do the opposite strategy as he's pitting on the first lap. I don't know what might happen to him, but we're going to see Nils, Yoto Yusu and Random Series are running up the top 10. Now Random Series is 1.3 seconds ahead of Yoto Yusu. Yoto Yusu cannot get outside of DRS range. Now we see Yoto Yusu already tumbling down the cone on this fast chicane. We know Yoto Yusu is called the penalty machine, and he usually gets a lot of penalties for corner cutting, but we're gonna see how it goes for him here. He's cutting a lot. We're seeing him getting nervous. He's touching a lot of the grass. He's trying to learn. Oh, robot is enough. Oh no, that's very bad. Oh, we're gonna check if we can see him here. There's a yellow flag. Robot had an off and he slammed it there. Oh, that's really bad by robots. Of course, we know Robot raced in the D1 race to make up the numbers, but here he was very confident he could do something. He had a very good strategy, but now he's off, completely off. Race ends and season ends for Robot very prematurely on lap 3 of the race. It ends very prematurely for Robot. That's really, really bad for the Brit driver. We see Jedi overtaking Kitten Mittens here after Kitten Mittens had a little bit of a problem. Super Bunny and Yoto Yusu already have penalties, and Godwasa is just behind Nils and Yoto. They all three are really, really fast. They are on the same pace. We're gonna yellow flag on the second sector. Stick, who went off in this corner, he's not having the best race he's ever had. Nershik and Vondovin cannot say the same either. Now we got a yellow flag on that sector too, but nothing has happened. Random Series is already 2 seconds ahead of Yoto Yusu, which is going to be a very tough battle here for Yoto to keep Nils and Watsa behind, with DRS wide open for both. Now Nils opens his DRS very, very late. It's very, very late for him. We're gonna check what happens here. Godwasa cannot overtake Nils. We will see if that happens in this long, not short straight, yeah, short straight, this short straight. Nothing is happening. Nils, he comes really close to Yoto, he locks up, he nearly ate him from behind, but he was able to stop the car right there. This is going to be a very, very tough battle at the moment. This is a big one. This is a big one, as Charles Leclerc would say. And Willens gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings for corner cutting. Now Stick pits after his crash, and I think he should change to the mediums. Maybe he changes to I'm gonna check what tire he's changing to. Yeah, to the mediums. That's yellow. Yeah, no, softs. That's not. Whoa, okay, so he's going for the 2-stopper. He's going to stop again later for the mediums then. Okay, I see it. He's gonna stop again for 14 laps on the mediums or 15 laps on the mediums. We're gonna see how that pans out for him. Now we see Nils really close to Yotto, and Godwasa really close to Nils. Is something gonna happen in this long straight? In this main straight now, Yotto without DRS, Nils has it, but there's 2 straight DRS zones. If he can keep the distance with Yotto after the first corner, he's very cautious about it. We know that. We knew that was gonna happen. That they were going to be really cautious, and even more within each other's range, because they don't really want anything to happen to them right now. Yotto Yusu, he's going to be the 2 winner with this result. This is an amazing result for him. Now he might be praying that Nils doesn't get overtaken by Godwasa. Even if he gets overtaken by Godwasa, it's not going to be enough for the Portuguese driver. He needs 1 more point. Now Nils gets a really good cut there, really good line through there. Now going with Yotto parallel to him. Is Yotto gonna give him space? Yes, and he goes wide, he goes out, and now they touch. No, Yotto Yusu loses 2 places in one go, which makes him now not win the championship. Now it's Godwasa who leads, and Nils needs to catch random series here and pray for Godwasa to lose a lot of time right there. Yotto Yusu, the pressure got the best out of him, and he lost. He was losing time to Nils and Watsa, and Nils managed it better. But that's not going to matter for Nils. It's only mattering for Watsa right now. Watsa is getting right now 15 points, and Yotto Yusu getting 12, which would even put the advantage on a bigger scale for Godwasa into 7 points for him instead of 3, which is going to be instead of 4, which is very huge, very big. Now Godwasa is going to try to catch Nils to secure his advantage at the moment. That was a really bad move from Yotto. That was really bad luck from the British driver. And we see the Portuguese and the Dutchman. They're both going really strong here. We're gonna keep an eye on these guys. There's no other battles at the moment. We got a crash here, and it was Willans. Willans had an off on this first corner. I didn't see how it was, and Kitten Mittens overtakes him, and Kitten Mittens has just kept his calm, kept his form around the track, and he's 7th after starting dead last. That's a good recovery drive from him, just going really slowly. Now Williams gets corner cut in penalty. Wow. Okay. Yeah, why not? Kitten Mittens has gotten 6 extra positions. So yeah, Williams do whatever. Yotto Yusu's losing time to Watsa. Oh my god, the pressure is stronger than Yotto. 10 seconds of penalties for Williams. I imagine that by the way he was cutting the previous corners. Neshek gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We're gonna check what Godwasa is able to do with Nils. Here he's still in the RS range. He's gonna stay there. He is very hard to get rid of Godwasa here. We're gonna yes, nothing. Yeah, okay. It's going to be very hard for Nils to get away from Watsa. Yotto Yusu needs to keep up with them too. He's not keeping up in the RS range. That's not going to be good for him. That's definitely not good for him. That's definitely not good. And Willans retires. Oh no, Willans. He retired after that off. Willans retired. He was frustrated there. Very frustrated. And he leaves the session. So we already have 2 drivers that have DNF. One of them slammed himself against the wall, and the other one slammed himself against the wall, and after cutting every corner in existence, he DNF'd in the pits. So we're gonna check what Godwasa and Nils can do. Now Yotto Yusu is 1.4 seconds behind 1.6 behind Watsa. That's not good. That's not good for Yotto. Yotto is not looking good for you. He might try the overcut or the undercut. He might try to overtake them in the pits. Here, I don't know which is stronger. I think the undercut might work a little bit better. But it depends. It depends on a lot of factors. And right now, pit window open for the 2-stop strategy. For the hard tire people. People that are on the hards right now are here are Kitamittens. Kitamittens is the only driver with the hard. Neshek and Jedi are on the medium, so 8 laps are the pit window for the 2-stop strategy. I don't think Kitamittens is going to follow the 2-stopper, but anything can happen. Anything can happen right here and there. It's kind of tough to know what's going to happen, because I don't think 2-stopper is going to work for him. Ooh, what's a touch in the grass a little bit, but he's just behind Nils. He keeps up that distance. He's keeping up with him. He doesn't want to get he doesn't want to get hanged. He doesn't want to get off the hang. And here I think it was Nurshik who got Shah got the fastest lap. Shah got the fastest lap, which is very, very good for Shah, getting that extra point for him. And here Godwasa is very close to Nils. Is this going to be an overtaking opportunity? We don't know. Nils gets a 3-second time penalty right now. Godwasa would be jumping him on track because of penalties. We'll have to see what happens. We got 20 laps left. 20 laps left in the race. The pit window, I think, opens next lap. Super Bounty gets 5-second penalty for spinning in the pit lane. Maybe too much GTS for Super Bounty, as he spits in the pit lane. Gets a GTS penalty. Now Random Series has this race under his belt right now with 5 seconds of advantage with Godwasa. 5 seconds of advantage with Nils. Jedi overtaking Yotoyusu. Yotoyusu pits for hearts here. Tries the undercut. He tried the undercut. He pits for hearts. 5th place for Yotoyusu here, who pitted for the hearts, and Super Bunny also pitted for the hearts, comes out just behind Kitamittens. That's a very, very bad outcome for Bounty. Bounty is trying to overtake Kitamittens here in this corner. Yeah, he does. Kitamittens just lets him by, and now, oh no! Nils went off! Nils goes off, the pressure got the best out of him, and in the same corner where he came off in D3 in the preseason, he comes off again. Now Godwasa has 5 seconds of advantage to Nils, and a very, very big catch to Random Series. That might not happen, but this secures Godwasa the championship at the moment. That's very, very bad. Nils just went off, and right now Yotoyusu could be overtaking him, which would be deadly for the Dutchman. Now Godwasa, he's going to the pits. Yes, he does go to the pits. Right now going really hard, really strong here. Ooh, braking really hard before the pit entry, with Nils doing the same. And Yotoyusu, we're gonna see Yotoyusu is just finishing his lap. Is he gonna be able to catch Godwasa? I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. He's not going to be able. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close. Godwasa is coming out of the pits right now. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. He comes just in front of Yoto right there, and Jedi is in 2nd place right now. Godwasa's teammate Yotoyusu just a little behind, less than a second separate Godwasa and Yotoyusu, with Nils falling on 7th place after his wing got broken by the wall. And now here Random Series continuing with the softs. I think he's going to extend them to 11 laps maybe. Seeing how he's doing, seeing the advantage that he has, maybe extending his lead is very, very good for him. Now Yotoyusu is just behind Godwasa. This is a battle for the championship right there. Now Nils is not on the way of Yotoyusu, so he only needs to care about Nils and about Godwasa and his teammate. He doesn't need to care about Nils. Now Random Series finishing the lap, going really slowly here in this corner just to finish it well, coming into the pits, and this is going to be a very, very, very tough point for him now. Tough point with the hearts. New hard. Random Series gets 5-second time penalty for spinning in the pit lane, which might hurt him later. Now we see Godwasa and Yotoyusu. Yotoyusu is going to be able to keep up with what's that DRS that he had before made him able to get him, but now that little bit of an off, Yotoyusu cannot handle the pressure at the moment. He cannot do it at this point. He's going to be wasting a lot of overtake to catch Godwasa. Godwasa is just behind Jedi, and he's going to have DRS on his teammates here. Maybe not in this lap, but Jedi lets him by. Jedi's steam calls. Here Jedi lets him by here, and now Jedi will defend for Watsa for sure. This is going to be very good teamwork here. Jedi knows that Godwasa at the moment is winning the championship. They must be in cold together here, both Portuguese drivers. So right now Giotto has a very, very big thing going on for him now. He's on DRS range. The pass by Jedi has allowed him to get into DRS range of a car, which is going to be good for keeping up with Watsa, who will not have DRS on anyone, and Jedi will have DRS on him to defend from Giotto. This is not going to be good. No, Jedi doesn't have. Ooh, Jedi doesn't have DRS to defend from Giotto. Giotto will have DRS on him. But anyway, Godwasa is right now second place on the race, which would give him at the moment the championship. This is going to be really, really tough battle for Giotto Yusu, for a British driver here with our Portuguese boy, who has said I think can win the championship in D2, and I voted for driver of the season. He's doing a great job here today. Giotto Yusu has had a little bit of an off, I think, because he has DRS, but he's very far away. Bounty is on the DRS zone of Giotto Yusu right now. Giotto Yusu could even fall down the ladder even more. That's not going to be very good for him at the moment. Now Bounty is going to follow Giotto Yusu. He doesn't have DRS, and Giotto Yusu does have DRS, so he might make the advantage bigger. But Giotto Yusu didn't have a very good exit out of turn 2, so that's going to allow Bounty to catch him and chase him here. That's going to be more pressure on Giotto Yusu. More pressure on him would mean more keen to errors. He should be more keen to errors, to failing here. So that's not going to be good. Giotto Yusu is locking up his tires a lot. He must have a lot of flat spots. Niels coming into the back of Kitten Mittens. He pitted for the mediums when he pitted, so that's going to be a good strategy for Niels. I think he's going to go with the mediums until a little bit later. Then everybody else is going to go with the hards and pit for the softs. And right now he's able to overtake Kitten Mittens. Kitten Mittens maybe let him by there just to not mess with this lap. I don't know. Kitten Mittens looks like he wanted that DRS to be able to catch the rest of the field and stay within Nils' range, get a big oh, Jedi spins. That's bad for Watsa, and Jedi loses part of his front wing just in the entry of the pit lane. He's lucky he did it in the place that he did it. Right now Niels and Kitten Mittens come by. Now Super Bunny is very close to Giotto. Giotto will have DRS with no cars in front, but that's not going to be good for him or for Watsa. This is not going to be enough for him to catch Watsa. Here he's 3 seconds away from Watsa. Touches the grass. Everybody's touching a lot of the grass today. Jedi pitted here, and right now Watsa has a lot of leeway here to do whatever he wants. He is on the hard tires. He is going to go till the end with these tires in theory, so we will see what can happen in this race. This is looking like a really good one. We see Random Series is still first with the mediums. However, he's going with the mediums. He's going for the do-stopper. Oh, or maybe mediums till the end. That's a strategy that Robot said could maybe work. Maybe he's going with the mediums till the end to be a little bit faster right now than Godwasa. He's definitely faster than the rest of the drivers with the hards, but that the tire wear might come to bite him in the end of the race if he doesn't have a big advantage, you know, a big enough advantage. Now Niels overtaking Super Bunny here. Super Bunny spun, so that's how he overtook him. And now Kitten Mittens doing a very, very good recovery drive. He's 8 positions in front of where he started. He's 5th already. Super Bunny after that spin falls down to 6th, with Niels coming up to 3rd. Again, Niels, Watsa, Random and Giotto, all of them fall on the top 4. Niels made a mistake. They've all made mistakes apart from Watsa. Watsa hasn't made any mistakes in the race. He hasn't done it, and he's just behind Random Series. He needs to take care of that. No, no, it was Bounty coming off again. Bounty came off again on the last few corners. He comes into pit. Maybe for the softs. We'll see what Bounty pits into. But this is not looking very good. Now Giotto Yusu is closing on the gap to Godwasa. He seems to be a little bit faster on those hards. Now Giotto Yusu needs to cut down 2.7 seconds before the end of the race, before 15 laps come by, which is going to be very, very tough. Bounty pits for the mediums. He's going till the end with the mediums. Right now, Bounty going till the end with the medium tire. Oh my god. This is going to be really, really hard. We're going to be doing a lot of math here at the moment. Godwasa they're in the same order that they are right now in the championship, so Godwasa would get it. If Yoto overtakes him, it's not enough. Mainly because of penalties, because Yoto has a lot of penalties here. He has 9 seconds to the 3 of Watsa. So, yeah, mainly because of penalties, but also if he overtakes him and clears the advantage of penalties, he would need to be first if Godwasa is third. Because being second with Godwasa being third is not enough. He would be 1 point shy of the championship. Yoto, he started very well and he messed up, but he's now cutting the advantage. He's now 1.7 seconds behind only. That is going to be an amazing finish. This is going to be an amazing finish here. Stick gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We're going to check him because he's right now last on the grid. He's 17 seconds behind Bounty. He's not having his best race and he's already getting lapped. Oh, goes deep on this corner, so he gets lapped here by Random Series. Goes on the grass to just pass and let Random Series by here. Yotoyusu going just behind Godwasa. He's cutting that gap like he has a knife, and Godwasa is a piece of hot butter, it looks like. And yeah, he gains a place on Bondabine. Bondabine pits for the mediums right now for the 2-stopper. He had to stop at the beginning of the race. He pitted for mediums to pit a little bit later than anyone else, so he's now going with the softs, no, with the mediums till the end. So we're gonna check Yotoyusu here, cutting the gap down to Godwasa. Now something happened on the 3rd sector. I think it was Stick, yes, just letting Nils by here with the blue flags. We're gonna check what happens here. Yotoyusu lost a little bit of time here. He might have had an off or a whiteness going into a corner. Godwasa has much more ERS than he does. He has 6 times more ERS than Yoto does. Yoto needs to start saving that ERS if he wants to catch up to the Portuguese driver. If he wants to have a chance to fight for the title, that's going to be really tough. That's going to be really tough. We're here in the finale, and everything can happen. Anything can actually happen. So we're gonna be seeing this end of the race with our nails on our mouths, nails in our mouths, just biting them off. But at the moment nothing big is happening. No, the gaps are really big and nobody's really close to anyone apart from Yoto and Godwasa, who are 2 seconds away. And yeah, nothing big is happening here. Super Bunny gets the fastest lap with the mediums with a 24.3. Good lap there by Super Bunny, great one. Getting the fastest lap on the mediums, huh? Very good. Yotoyusu, the gap that was closing down before is opening up again now. Godwasa is making that gap bigger. That's going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? Now he needs to take into account that Random Series is on the medium tires. He is on the medium tires, and he might need to pit again, and his tires might die. He's 7.5 seconds away from him. That's not going to be enough right now, I think, because of the pace that both are showing. But we will see what happens. We will see. Sorry for the pause. I was talking to a friend. Now we're here. 11 laps to go. Yoto is cutting down the gap. Watts has made a bunch of mistakes in the last lap. Jota cut down the gap to 1.4 seconds. Right now he keeps chasing the Portuguese guy. He keeps chasing Portuguese people like the Brits did with Spanish people, like the Brits did with pirates. You know, that's another thing. He keeps chasing. Oh no, that's not very good for Jota. Everybody's touching the grass a lot here. Everybody's going through the grass. Everybody's using a lot of the grass in these laps right now. So at least they're using a bunch of the track, but mate, there's asphalt for a reason. There's tarmac on the track for a reason, mate. But here, yeah, Niels is 3 seconds away from Jota. Not close right now at this point. Godwasa would still win the championship. My head hurts a lot. And Australia races. In Australia races look longer than they are, my man, because I don't know if it's the track, that every bit of the track is kind of the same, but my god, the races in Australia look way longer than they should be. That's not the best of looks. We're gonna keep trying to commentate to bring things here. Yeah, I'm really tired. Maybe because I've been awake since 7 and it's now 9, and I've been doing a lot of stuff. And yeah, I've shown penalties already. Penalties are at the moment. At the moment, the penalties are random series is 5 seconds of penalties. Kotwas has 3, Yotoyusu has 9, and Niels has 3. So right now Niels would jump Yotoyusu in the race in penalties. Near Kalanov, I think, no, he went for the pits. Yeah, right now Yotoyusu would get jumped by Niels on penalties, and yeah, Yotoyusu has it harder. He's the one that has it the hardest at the moment, because he right now wouldn't jump Watsa even if he stays in front of him. He would need to jump him on track. He is 1 second behind just. So, oh, Bounty had an off. Bounty had an off, and maybe a bit of front wing went off. Yes, it did. Stick DNF'd, and I didn't notice it. I didn't notice that Stick DNF'd. Yeah, I was distracted. Safety car. Maybe because of Stick? I don't know what happened to Stick. Okay, Watsa and Nils and Random Series didn't pit. He's just in front of the safety car, which is not good. But Watsa comes out of the pits with fresh mediums. Jota does the same, and Nils comes out with fresh softs. Jota has a second change. Yeah, he has a second change. Lamau. Nils comes out with fresh softs. Good one by who? Second chance. Yeah, he has a second chance here. Jota has a second chance to clear the gap, but good one. What good one? Robot, you're messing up with me. Yeah, the thing is that the thing here is that here Nils has the softs, which last till the end of the race. Mediums also do it, but now Watsa stays behind the safety car. So this means that Random is 1 lap ahead? I think it means it. He's nearly 1 lap ahead. Okay, this is weird. He has to serve his 5-second penalty on the pits. Here now they change his tires to soft, to a fresh soft compound. So yeah, now he comes out of the pits. He's going to come in front of the safety car. This is a very weird situation. Very, very weird, I must say. But yeah, I suppose the good one is because I didn't notice that Stick DNF'd. I'm sorry, Stick. I'm very sorry, Stick. I still love you, okay? But I didn't notice that you DNF'd. I was talking to a friend about something very important. Like, yeah, very important. So, yeah. Random Series still first, and he doesn't have the safety car in front of him, so he can kinda cheat the system by going behind everybody. Like, if he keeps getting laps because the safety car is moving with WhatsApp in behind it and WhatsApp cannot overtake it, this makes Random Series the winner, I think, right now, because he's going to be 1 lap ahead of everybody, nearly. Like, he's already 35 seconds and he's not slowing down. Like, he's not going slower. He doesn't have a delta that he needs to be slower than, so he's just going to be doing normal laps right now. This is very, very weird. But yeah, Watson and Yoto, they're both on the mediums right now. Nils would have way more grip and way more speed with the softs, so Nils needs to use that to his advantage and overtake them both. Try to overtake them both. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The safety car might come in and Random Series. The safety car basically is giving Random Series a lap on everyone. On almost everyone. Like, he's going to lap Bounty. He's going to. If he keeps going at this pace and Bounty doesn't go faster, he's going to get lapped. He's going to lap Jedi. What happened? What happened with what? Yeah, Stick DNF'd. I think he crashed because the safety car came out. And I think it was because of Stick's crash. And now Random Series, he's first, but the safety car moved too late. Like, it caught Random Series in front of it. So the safety car went out. It's in this lap. Random Series has got a free lap on everyone. Holy moly. I don't know if this can happen in real life. I think it kinda can. Like, I don't see why not. The safety car came in and now they relaunch. But Random Series is already on the main straight. What the hell, mate? Yeah, Yoto uses it behind Godwas. He's gonna get the overtake done. They go parallel here. Who breaks later? That's the question. Yoto Yusu breaks late and now he goes on the inside and gets the move done. Very beautiful move by Yoto. It's not enough. He needs Nils to overtake Watsa, and Yoto now goes a little bit wider on the grass. Here he needs, now if Yoto can keep this position that he just got with a very, very brilliant move on the safety car restart, he will get his chance to win the title. Now if Nils overtakes him, Yoto Yusu got a chance and he used it here to overtake Watsa. He needs to be faster than him right now. This is very, very bullshitty, to be fair. This is really weird. This is a really, really weird situation now. Super Bunny went off, I think. Super Bunny and Bondvine, they clashed with each other and now Random Series overtaking them both. Nirschik went off. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he slammed himself. Now Yoto Yusu gets another 3-second time penalty. He's in front of Watsa. Yeah. What is this? This is shithousery by the game, to be fair. Now Nils is just behind Godwasa. Nobody has the RS, of course. Now the safety car has just come in, but you see the differences between the first and second is 1 minute and 15 seconds. You might think, yo, Random Series is dominating this thing, but no. Oh my god. I think that's legal. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. Nirschik gets a 5-second time penalty for spinning the pit. And Mondovin, Super Bunny and Nirschik, they all pit. Nirschik retires the car in the pits. Another driver that retires in the pits like Willens did before. But yeah, I don't see, I think it's legal. I don't think why it shouldn't be. I cannot think of why it should be illegal. But it is weird as hell. Like, there's an accident in a way that the safety car comes out of the pits, and you as the first guy overtake it Like, go out in front of it. And because he went out in front of it, he needs to wait, and he doesn't let the second guy overtake it. So he just... Oh, okay. Stig, mate, Stig. You need to keep going. Stig, don't make those confessions. Here we got Nils Scheijs is behind, keeping up his gap on less than a second. Scheijs going on a really nice pace here, setting the fastest lap on the Mercedes here. Very, very good. And Giotto is already gapping Godwasa more than a second. Niet more than a second. And yes, Dick, why? Why did you do that? But ooh, Nils trying to move on Godwasa. He shows up on the mirrors. Giotto is now praying for Nils to overtake Watsa. This result works for Watsa at the moment. Watsa needs to just keep this position. Giotto cannot do anything at the moment. He cannot go in first place. He cannot try and overtake his teammate. Like, their teammates. Random Series is also battling and all that, but Random Series could let him by, for example, leave him the win of the championship, but he's 1 minute in front. What is he gonna do? This has come to as a blessing for Random Series and a pain for Giotto Yuso. Random Series has slowed down a bunch. He has slowed down a bunch, like 10 seconds. He slowed down a little bit there. I don't understand the reason, but yeah. He slowed down a bit, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. He slowed down. I don't know if it is Giotto going to... Whoa, what's happening here? The gap is closing down. And I think it is that Random might have lifted a little bit. So I was talking about it. Godwasa is 2.4 seconds behind, so Giotto definitely going faster now. Godwasa definitely going slower, and Nils is trying to attack him. Now he has the window to do it, and Godwasa doesn't have the DRS. So we're gonna be in for 4 last laps of freaking suffering for everybody. Random Series, he's lost a lot of time, and I don't understand the reason. Like, I can kind of get it, but I don't understand the reason behind it. Super Bunny getting the fastest lap here. Very good job, Bounty, here getting the fastest lap. Very good job. Very good job, mate, getting your extra point. Nils is just behind Godwasa. If he keeps this up, he might overtake him and give Giotto the championship. We will see, because this has come to a blessing, as a blessing for Random Series, a pain for Giotto, and a blessing in disguise for Godwasa. Godwasa cannot win the race anymore. But oh no, snap of oversteer, and Nils overtakes him. Right now the championship changes. Godwasa will have the RS though. But that snap of oversteer on Godwasa's car on the McLaren, that is giving Nils 3rd place. Oh no, wait, penalties. Wait, penalties here. Nils has 3 seconds and Godwasa does 2. Oh my god. And Giotto would get jumped by both. This is not enough. This is not enough for Giotto. I forgot about the penalties. Yeah, the penalty machine. Honoring his name. Yeah, Robot, I was explaining how Random got so far ahead. I was explaining it. Stig retired. Bounty crashed into a wall. Didn't DNF, but safety car came out. Random Series was in front of where the where the safety car comes out. So he was in front of the safety car. Safety car stopped there, and when Godwasa came behind it, the safety car stopped Godwasa and didn't allow Godwasa to overtake it. So Random Series didn't have a safety car in front of him, so he had 3 laps for him, and the rest of the grid from second to last was behind the safety car. So Random Series was 1 minute ahead of everybody at one point. Because of it, because he wasn't behind the safety car. There was a safety car, but he wasn't leading it. He was in front of it. So he got a free lap on everyone. Which is a shame for Giotto battling for the win, for example. But yeah, right now Giotto wouldn't get the championship. It's still Godwasa winning it. Right now, it's still Godwasa. But yeah, that's the explanation. Random Series was in front of the safety car when this one came out, and safety car just stopped Guasa and everyone else in place and didn't allow them to race to race random series. He didn't stop random series and he got a free lap on everyone. Right now the positions are going to be like it is. Sha is going to be overtaken by Kitten Mittens. Kitten Mittens with a very good recovery drive, starting dead last, and he might finish 5th here with a great result from him, with Jedi just behind him kissing his toes. His toes, or his ankles, sorry, biting his ankles. Here with Godwasa and Sha just behind him. Here Sha, if he overtakes Godwasa, he would get overtaken by Godwasa anyway. Godwasa right now is placing himself in 3rd place, and Yoto Yusu is 4th. He's out of the podium, not even 4th. He is 5th at the moment. Godwasa gets overtaken by Sha. Great overtake, great move by the Mercedes driver here, who overtakes the Portuguese driver who's still winning the championship at this moment. Now Random Series enters in the last 2 laps of the race. Here Random Series, the Swiss driver, will get a quality drive here. I said that he needed to win to have a chance. He's going to win. He made his job, but he did his job. But yeah, we know that Giotto, Nils, and Watson weren't going to have a bad race whatsoever. So it was kind of hard. So yeah, Random Series is going to win this race by a mile because of that help from the safety car. Giotto Yusu is going to finish 4th at the moment on penalties, with Nils finishing 3rd. With Nils finishing 2nd, Sha finishing 4th, Giotto is 5th, and Watsa is going to finish 3rd, which is going to be Watsa being 3rd, the Portuguese driver being 3rd, is going to be enough for him to win the championship round. Now wait a minute. Okay, last lap of the race, fastest lap by Random Series with a 22.7. Here we go, this is the last lap. Nils is just behind Giotto. He might be able to overtake him on track. That's not going to change anything. So if I was Nils, I would just stay there. Godwasa is just staying here very closely, not too far away, but not too close either. He doesn't really want to close out every gap at the moment. Jedi had a little bit of an off, I think. No, it was Random Series. No, it was Bondo. Maybe Bondo. I don't know, someone provoked a yellow flag. I think it was Bondo letting Random Series by. Yeah, it was Bondo letting Random Series by. We're gonna check here. Nils and Sha and Guata are really close together here at the end of the race. Nils might want to overtake Giotto at the end of the race on track, but we're gonna check here. Random Series going through the fast chicane. This is gonna be an amazing finish for an amazing championship in D2. Amazing championship in D2 that we've had this season. I've been proud to commentate it throughout almost all of the races. It's been an amazing thing, amazing championship. But Random Series is going to win the last race of the year, gets a win. It's not going to do anything for him, but yeah, that's another win into his resume. Great job at the end of the season by Random Series, who woke up feeling dangerous at the second half of it. And now we're going to see the championship deciders. Here right now, Godwasa is still the championship winner, and he's going to be like that unless he spins in the last 2 corners, which is not going to happen. If I was him, I would just drive with like my pants down. I would not try anything. Oh no, Sha slams himself and nearly DNFs. What a finish. And Godwasa finishes 3rd, and Sha is not going to jump Giotto. Yeah, he jumps Giotto by 4 seconds. Giotto is falling down to 7th, finishes 2nd on race, 7th on the grid. Kitten Mittens 4th, 9 places won on the race. He won 9th place, and now I'm going to congratulate Godwasa for winning the championship. Here now we see that Supervan is finishing the race. He's going to be the last one to finish. He will finish the last race of the season in 8th, going really slowly here. He's going slowly, no fuel, he has no fuel. He has no fuel left. He finishes the race with no fuel. And I'm going to congratulate everyone on a very good and amazing D2 season. This was an amazing season. It was an amazing group of races. Kitten Mittens definitely driver of the day, mate. He's done an amazing recovery drive, finishing 4th after starting in 13th, and this podium. Random Series wins this race. This race hasn't been enough for Random Series. Hasn't been enough for him to win the championship. We see Nils here also getting 2nd place. Amazing finish by Nils, and Godwasa, that 3rd place, secures the championship for the Portuguese. Amazing finish for the season with a lot of drama. Shah crashing on the last corner of the last race of the season. Last corner of the last lap of the last race. And Random Series won the last race of the season with an amazing drive, with Nils being 2nd, with Godwasa in 3rd after starting on 4th. Kitten Mittens and Jedi with great recovery drives, finishing 4th and 5th, getting 9th and 5th places respectively, with Shah finishing 6th where he started, Joto Yusu finishing 7th, Bounty 8th, Bondovin 9th, and the rest of the grid couldn't finish the race completely, got DNFs. So we're gonna congratulate Wasa. Then again, the Portuguese drivers won the championship. That was my bet at the end of the season, and I really thought any of these guys could win it. I've been watching them throughout the whole year. Even raced against most of them. I think I've raced against all of this grid, and they're amazing guys to race with, amazing guys to commentate on. They always bring us absolute madness of races, and I think this has been an amazing way, and definitely the best way the season could have ended, with a lot of drama and a lot of stuff happening. Weird stuff, of course, with my streams being really weird and races going really wheelie. But yeah, this has been the grand finale for D2. Congratulations to everyone who participated. Congratulations to Godwasa for the championship. Congratulations to everyone for the amazing races and the amazing everything that they've brought to the table. But yeah, I'm going to leave for the last time this season, and hope I see you next season, or in some event, or wherever, or maybe in another platform. We will see. Goodbye everyone. Thanks for the season.